let's continue to overreact. We get to go down that road for a long time.
Yeah.
Franklin Moraldo tweets, it's hot in the AFC North kitchen, and we might need the guy with a Photoshop picture of me in a Steelers white jersey because that picture comes from me playing against the Minnesota Vikings, in which it was late in the season, and I realized that because of how tight the jersey is. That picture is not a great one. I've seen it floating out there. It is used plenty of times. This Photoshop, I appreciate the incredible work, the diligence there.
Yeah.
That is really good by whoever Photoshopped it. Nick found it, obviously. I always get those tweets when somebody gets hurt in the kicking or punting position, and I respect and appreciate that. But to kick in Pittsburgh would be an honor. It'd be very cool. It'd be very, very cool. But there is not a booster with a blank check big enough to get me out of what I'm doing right now to go kick in the windiest stadium in the NFL, in the AFC North, which is just absolutely miserable. I appreciate all the thoughts from Yinzers all around. Say, hey, you need to go out there. To be honest, my knee blew up the other day when I lifted it up on this chair. Everybody saw it. I was trying to show you. It is still swollen.
Oh, come on. It's just 1 week, probably.
Nah,
it's a
Boz
Monday
is
night
back.
game. It's a Monday night game against the Bears at home.
1 week? You can pick him up and put him down for 1 week.
I can't pick him up and put him fucking down, can I? 1 week? I can do 1 week.
Might throw a touchdown.
I got the antibodies, too. I don't know what that does. You know what I mean? Because
clear.
last time I heard to get back into the league, to kick or punt or to do both just in case, you have to have the antibodies in your system. And we were too good at socially distancing
Truly.
through COVID, so I didn't have the antibodies, so now I don't have a Super Bowl ring. But that's a story for another day. Mm-hmm. We haven't talked about that enough.
No, not at all.
I would not have had to do anything that weekend because Suckup and Pinion both came back off the COVID list. Yeah. So I literally just sat there. Hey, let's go with the hat on, ball cap on, probably backwards like Florida Tom.
Have to.
I would probably had the jumper on. You know what I mean? T-shirt. I would have cut it into a comfy thing. And it was in Atlanta. It was in a dome, so I would have been just chilling. That was the game where in the second half they turned it all around.
Yep.
And they really went on their thing.
And you could have also said,
I was teammates with Tom Brady, won a Super Bowl with him, went to a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck and I lost the AFC Championship game. Obviously, the Patriots, when the Deflategate thing happened, lost by 50. But it's been a hell of a run this whole career here, and I could have hung it up without doing anything. Mm-hmm. Chris Ballard would have had to trade me, and obviously that was potentially going to happen. But now, with the Steelers, I think Boz is going to be back. All right, Boz is Texas tough.
hell yeah.
Boz is Texas tough. But I also potentially go out there against that Falcons team last year if I had the antibodies. Punt and kick for them. Punt a 4-yard ball. Miss 4 kicks, and change everybody's thoughts about everything that I did in the NFL like I'm Jason Witten. That could have potentially happened. And I thought about that as well as the antibodies. We're sitting and waiting for the antibodies. I'm like, all right, let's say I do have the antibodies. Let's say Chris Ballard does trade me for a 7th-round pick or whatever it would be to go down there and for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to have my rights. What happens? Can I still keep? Who the fuck knows? Not me. I haven't done it in a long time. So for Pittsburgh, it is better for the Steelers and for Jens's hearts, knees, and picking them up and putting them down all over the place for me not to do that, AJ.
So what do we say when about 4 p.m. you post a video of you kicking balls today in your backyard?
I'll do that to stir the pot, though. I probably will.
Might as well.
I will probably do that just to stir the pot.
I'm up to something.
No, I am up to something, but because of what I am up to, this is
He's on the back burner.
no way a conversation piece.